I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Keeping It Real with all of this. Miss Val. But I had some questions. Some people were asking me some questions and I wanted to respond to you guys. I know it's been a minute since I've given you a video, but I'm trying to do better in 2015. It's kind of hard when you got a lot of things going on. But for those of you guys who are asking me questions, just feel free. You can even hashtag me on Facebook. Just hashtag Just Ask Miss Val. And whatever it is, I'll try to respond to as many questions or whatever it is you ask me, I'll try to respond to you, okay? Because y'all know I ain't shy. So I'm going to tell you how I feel regardless. I hope I don't hurt none of your feelings, but if it's my honest opinion, you can't get mad at me, right? Right. So the questions that I have, I just grabbed a couple of them. I can't do all of them, but one of them was, what's the first thing you notice about a guy or a girl? I guess you're asking this in general. I mean, if you have like some kind of defect, sorry. Of course, that's the first damn thing I'm going to look at. Now, if you got one eye way at the top and the other one close to your lip, anybody going to look at that, the eye that's close to your lip and, trying to figure out what's going on with you. I'm going to try not to stare, but I mean, if you got anything wrong, if you got one ear that's bigger than the other, the first thing I'm going to go to is that big ass ear. And then I'm going to reel it in and try to, look in your eyes and stuff. I mean, you asking me the question. If you got an arm that's maybe one arm longer than the other, I know it might be like a birth defect. I'm not picking at you, but obviously, I'm only human. The first thing I'm going to look at is, your little short arm. But I'm going to reel it back in and look back at you. But I'm not going to judge you by your defects, okay? Because you got a lazy eye. I ain't going to, make it seem like your ass can't see, okay? If you got a short arm, I ain't going to try to make it seem like you can't shake no hands. So, it's obvious that I'm going to look at it, but I'm not going to judge you by your defect. So the first thing I probably would notice is a defect. Anything else, if you're talking about like your eyes or your hair, child, they got kits for your hair. You can buy some contacts for your eyes. So don't none of that faze me. So, so that, I guess that would be answering your question. I hope I wasn't too harsh, but that's my honest opinion, okay? All right, the next question someone asked was, do you believe in love at first sight? This question, hell no. I don't believe in love at first sight. It might be more lust at first sight. I mean, you walk into the room and your ass fine as hell, of course, I ain't the only one gonna be looking at you. Everybody gonna be looking at you. But, love at first sight, I don't, what the hell are you telling me to make me fall in? I just don't believe in that. Some people I've heard say, yeah, I fell in love with him at first sight. Bitch, please. You ain't fell in love with no fool at first sight. You don't know nothing about his credit score. You don't know nothing if he got 12 baby mamas. You don't know if he got no gunshot wounds. What is I see them looks. It's good to have a man that looks good because you don't want to go to no family reunion with no ugly ass man on your arm or woman. So it's good that he look good, but hell, sometimes you can't love at first sight. No, I want to know what your credit score, honey, where you work at, how long you been working, what time you get off. I need to know all of that, honey. I don't, love at first sight. For me personally, that don't work for me. That don't work for me, okay? So I hope I answered that question. The next one is, what would you do if you only had 24 hours left to live? Oh, that's a good one. 24 hours left to live. All of those who I wanted to cuss out, I probably would find you or call you or reach out to you some kind of way and cuss your ass out real good. That's probably what I would do. Then I would spend some time with my family. I love my family to death. I would spend time with my husband, my kids. We probably, knowing me and my family, will sit around and laugh and joke and, something like that. If I knew I only had 24 hours and everybody else around me was able to live, I wouldn't tell them. I wouldn't want them to know because I would want to have fun. Another thing I would do, we would eat every damn thing I could think of. And Little Debbie is one of the things that, honey, them Oh, I just get chills thinking about Little Debbie. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. But, them Swiss rolls, if I had to part from a Swiss roll, which I've been doing good because I ain't had one in a minute, but the thought of me eating a Swiss roll, yeah, oh, Jesus. Oh, when I take my first bite and that creamy cream. Oh, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all know I love my Little Debbie Swiss rolls. I can break them things up. I can take the first layer off and eat that. Then I'll move on down to the bread. The chocolate bread on that Swiss roll. I would eat it slow. Very slow. Good God Almighty. And then I would take the cream of the Swiss roll, and eat it very slow. Oh, somebody help me. Sitting here thinking about a Swiss roll. Sitting here thinking about a Swiss roll. Got a heifer hungry as hell. But I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do that Swiss roll. I ain't gonna touch it. I ain't gonna look at it. I ain't gonna eat it. But if I only had 24 hours, I would buy a case of Swiss rolls and probably eat every last one. So for those of you who wants to join the Swiss roll church, come on down and all the doors will be opened. Just ask anybody how to get here. Okay, let me stop playing with y'all. But listen, I do love some doggone Swiss rolls, honey. Swiss rolls. If y'all want to send me some Swiss rolls, you know, I can't eat them now. I haven't had one in a minute. Of course, I don't need to be trying to eat no Swiss roll, but haven't had one in a minute. So kudos to me. But I love Swiss rolls. All right, the next question. Dang, I was rambling for a minute about them Swiss rolls. Right, my greedy, big, fat girl problems. I'm sorry. All right, so the next question I have, if you could have any superpowers, what would it be? If I could have any superpower, what would it be? The superpower that I would choose would be to be invisible. If I could just be invisible, first I would be in somebody's house all in their business just to see what they do behind closed doors, just being nosy and messy with it. Oh my gosh, I would go to my BF house and just be all up in her house and making all kind of noises and crap. Probably scare the heck out of them. Making all kind of noises. If I could talk and just not be invisible, but I could talk, oh, that'd be even better. So my superpower, I think, would be invisible. And what I would utilize with that being invisible, that superpower, is I would go to Little Debbie factory and steal all the Little Debbie snacks, all them Swiss rolls they got. Somebody help me. I would walk in there and you couldn't see me. I would go past the guard and go down to the factory. I'm telling you, like I done been there. I would find them Swiss rolls and I would eat them all up. Yeah. All right, I'm finna stop fooling with y'all, okay? I know y'all think I'm crazy, but did I mention that I like Swiss rolls? Okay. All right, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Just to Ask Miss Val. Again, you can ask me any questions. Just hashtag it on Facebook. You can hashtag it on my Twitter account. I do more, active stuff on my Twitter account. I'm always on my Twitter account. So just hashtag Just Ask Miss Val, and whatever it is, I'll try to answer it for you in a timely manner. So If you guys want to follow me or like this video, make sure you hit the like button. I need all the likes I can get. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Find me on Twitter. Find me on Facebook. If you look down, you'll see all of my Facebook, my everywhere where you're able to find me, okay? You won't have my job info because I don't need you pulling up at the job. But you'll have all of my social media things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Keeping It Real with Miss Val. Until next time, bye-bye.